This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
Oh, see,
employee number
this is a nice,
427.
joyful game compared to the
Employee number 427's
game I
job
just
was
played with
simple.
demonologist.
He sat at his desk in room 427
Room
and
for-
he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Okay.
Orders came
Sounds
to
like
him through a monitor on his
sounds like a
desk,
great game.
telling him
Or
what buttons
job.
to push,
Yeah.
how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
That's
And
so
although
boring.
others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for
I mean,
this
someone
job.
has to do the job.
And Stanley was happy.
At least Stanley is happy. We can't judge him if he's
And
happy.
then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Did he get
Something he would never quite forget.
his
He had
computer
been at
go
his
fire?
desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had
poor
showed up to give him
Stanley.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid,
Poor
Stanley
Stanley.
found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Poor Stanley. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you, Stanley, right now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. We're in the meeting room. Man, everyone hates their. Yeah, that's sad. Man, they need to clean up this place. Maybe, hey Stanley, why don't you just go clean up
When
the place?
Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah. All right. Look at these pictures. Wow. So amazing. Okay.
Yet
Come
there was
here.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
that's a nice
Stanley
list.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Man, it's a nice presentation. Oh yeah, our boss has to be here. We wouldn't even be here.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What happens if I walk downstairs? Okay, I'll do that next time. We'll follow the routine this time. Alright, where's our boss at? Oh, this looks like the boss's
Stepping
office.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What?
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Stanley has
happened
the
to input the
brain of
correct code by sheer
a
luck.
brain.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, that's terrifying. I think I have PTSD from horror games because every single game I go to, I feel like a jump scare is about to happen. Even though I know it's not a horror game. Does anyone else get that? Or is it just me? It's probably just me.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his
Stanley
chest,
always feels a bit
as though he
peculiar.
felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, this question doesn't go unanswered for long.
Stanley
That's
walked
crazy.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, he's been brainwashed this whole time. Oh, Stanley. Jeez, you need to get a life.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh my goodness, I don't even want to know. Stanley's gonna be so sad. He's gonna be devastated when he realizes he's been brainwashed this whole time. Oh. Oh, there you go.
Now the monitors jumped to
Whoa!
life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building,
Oh, so he's
Stanley's
427.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
427. 427. Oh, there's his office. Stanley, you've been brainwashed and everything.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
It's bad.
No.
Take
He
me.
refused to believe it.
Take me
He
up.
couldn't accept it. His own
I can't
life
speak to
in
this.
someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Man.
Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, we're going to the facility power. Not powder, power. Yeah, there's a difference. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to move something with my feet. You know? Okay. Mind controls idle awaiting inputs.
And when at last he found the sword. Oh, Stanley.
Jeez, is a whole rocket ship going into space?
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Turn it off!
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave.
Look what you
If
did.
you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
they had him
eliminating the entire
as a guinea
complex.
pig.
How long until detonation then?
And they had him thinking he was normal and everything.
2 minutes.
That poor guy.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star.
See, he's
it's
getting
your
brainwashed
story
again.
now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. What all this means, I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
I didn't ask that.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly
We're
what happened
dying.
to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance
Oh
of
my
the story.
goodness.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing
Uh,
buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
hmm.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I
That's
let
not
it
nice.
burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But
Oh
I'm
no.
enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it.
You're.
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh,
These are
why?
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
That's it. I should probably
Oh, dear
run.
me, what's the matter, Stanley?
Oh, I'm running.
Is it that you have no
Let's
idea
go.
where
I'm
you're
gonna run.
going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button,
How do you know I'm
screen to
running?
screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe
Oh,
this
great.
big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here
Oh,
will save me.
buttons.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in
Oh
this place is?
no. One.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene
No.
because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to
What am
control
I
this
supposed to
world, that's
do?
fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
No.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to strike. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you
Get
let
on
it
the.
go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your
Should
inevitable
be
life
safe.
from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
I think we. I think we died. Okay. We're alive again. This.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Hey, I know
Perhaps
how
he had
evil
simply
you are
missed a
now.
memo.
Yeah. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Let's
open
go to the right
doors,
door.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, I'm trying. I'm trying to open all the doors. This door? No. All right.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
I want to open
It
these
had really been worth
windows.
the detour after all,
Ooh,
just to
soda.
spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here,
Okay.
drinking it all in.
I'm thirsty.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating
All
that
right,
even
just be
though
quiet. I want to
eager
enjoy
to get
myself.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But we are not going to do that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he
Okay.
wasn't fired years ago.
What in the world? We need a key card. Let's find us a key card real quick. Let's go back in here. Okay. Next time we'll know, we're gonna go get the key card instead.
Look,
Oh,
Stanley, I
we're
think
going
perhaps we've
we're going
gotten off
up
on the
or
wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy,
that way.
really, I'm
Yep.
not. I realize that investing
Well,
your
now we're going
trust
up.
in someone else
See.
can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for, this is it, Stanley. Your
Her?
chance to redeem
Who
yourself.
just spoke?
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who's her?
She's been waiting.
Who's her? You better not close this door. Hate when it closes the door behind me, you know? Okay. Nice black room. Ah!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to
I
her.
can't.
If you can
I
truly
can't.
place your faith in another,
No.
then pick up the phone.
I don't want to. She's gonna be so angry at me. Oh my goodness. She's gonna kill me. Oh. There's my
Oh,
room.
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha.
Hey, that's
Oh,
not
come
nice.
on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
What?
This is a
Maybe.
very sad story about the
Sorry.
death of a man named Stanley.
We died.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Stanley.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
That
One
sounds
might
like the
even feel
life
sorry
here.
for him, except that he's chosen this life.
No. I'm not pressing you. I'm gonna press K. I'm gonna press uppercase U.
But in his mind, he can go
Oh.
on fantastic
It counted
adventures.
uppercase U.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Jesus, look at. Ooh, I wanna watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day
Okay.
while at work, he stepped up from his desk to
Cool.
realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door.
Yeah.
The mere thought that his decisions
Ooh,
would
excuse
mean
me.
something was almost too
Excuse me.
wonderful to behold.
We have to
As
prepare
he
dinner.
wandered through this fantasy
Oh.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths
What
and
happened to the
destinations.
microwave?
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called
Baby.
it the Stanley Parable.
Tell your kids a story. I don't have any kids.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over,
So here we are
wishing
getting
beyond hope
brainwashed
that it would
again.
never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press H to tell your wife you love her. No, thank you. She's not even real. Look at this.
But there is no answer. How
Oh,
could
she's
there
gone.
possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
Man,
The longer
that's
he
just
spends
sad.
here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Oh, good to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Man, you're just mean to me,
But he
okay?
won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Man.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Huh? We died. Okay. Well, that's a great ending right there.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And I try, and then we just die. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to go here. Never mind. There's nowhere else to go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go to the left door, and then I remember there's something else. Ooh, is there open door? Yeah, we can open door here. Man, okay. Let's go, here.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might
Ooh,
find
now
an
we're gonna
answer
go down
there.
this time.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He
Yeah,
might be
I'm a little
fired for
scared of
that.
bosses.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe you are,
All of my
Stanley.
co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last,
The rooms
he
are
came to the
repeating.
conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
2,
I'm
1, 2, B4.
dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief
8, B,
Stanley
11,
felt
12.
to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't
Oh my
actually
goodness.
gone. He wasn't going to
The
lose
rooms
his
are
job.
repeating.
He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go
1, 2,
back to my
B4.
boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What in the...
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
I
And
love
Stanley
Stanley's
marveled that he had
imagination.
still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head
Why is there
dictating
one?
everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Yeah, why is this
I'm
guy talking to
dreaming
me?
about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he
But that
thought it
just
all
really
very
confused me.
odd
What?
and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in
How
fact
long
a
were we to go
dream.
for?
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the
What if we
voice
go
explain all that?
backwards?
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely,
Wait, no,
if
we
he
can't
could
do that.
just... He would prove it. He
Can
would
you not
prove that
scream at me,
he was
please?
in control, that this
I'm a
was a
little
dream.
scared.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the
Yep,
press of the mattress on his back,
we're gonna wake
the
up.
fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought.
Man, he really thinks he's
I'm
asleep.
through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
Who wants to push
It's all I
buttons for their
want.
whole life?
I want
That's
my
just crazy.
apartment and my wife and my job. All I want
Wow,
is
he didn't
my
even
life
mention his kids.
exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be
If you're
fine.
talking to yourself like that, it's not normal, okay?
I am okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Stanley, calm down.
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by
Oh,
the body of a man
Stanley!
who had stumbled through
No!
town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be
Oh,
normal.
it's just sad.
I am safe.
Imagine, like,
I am in
being the
control
reason
of my
people realize they're
mind.
normal.
I know what is real and
That's
what
just sad.
isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Oh, it's just so
But
sad.
then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh, she didn't call the police or ambulance for us. We're back. I think there's only one more ending we can
All of
get.
his co-workers were
Or
gone.
that I'm gonna be able
What
to
could
get
it
tonight.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ooh, what about over here? There's a door open. Oh, that's the one we take.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
Right.
but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, there's something else. It says input received. Oh. Oh, that mug's amazing. I want it. I'm just kidding. Who would want that mug? Who farted? Okay. I think it's how he got fired.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Door open. Man. Okay.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
Yep.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Have we taken the first open door? Yeah. Okay, and there wasn't any other way over here, so we should go over here this time again.
And so he detoured through the maintenance
Over
section,
here.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
All right. Oh,
But
I thought we
Stanley didn't want
died.
to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay. Guess we gotta go left.
Oh, no, it's to the right. My
Jeez, you
mistake.
scared me.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute?
Oh my goodness, just open a door. I'll just go whichever way.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to...
Stanley's not closing his eyes.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Satisfying glassware. I'll keep that in mind, okay? Thank you.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
What is going on?
Did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere?
Oh, we changed the input.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh my goodness. Which way? Which way do we go? Do we go right, left, right, or left? Because we already went straight. So do we go right, or right, left, or left? You know?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Right.
Do we need to restart the game
No.
again? Well, I find it
I'll
unlikely
go.
that we'll ever progress by starting over and
Oh, it
over
was the same,
again,
right?
but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, we just restarted again. Never mind. There's no choice. Cool.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yep, I think we missed the memo. Okay, this time we're gonna go to the right.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Okay, we can't open those doors.
Aha! I knew we'd miss
Oh.
something. The story. Here it comes.
It's just gonna circle back, isn't it?
No, wait, never mind.
No.
Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh my goodness. How many times are we gonna have to retrace our steps? Huh? What in the world?
Now well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember,
You're the
Stanley?
one. No,
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
we won the game.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right
Never
about
mind.
this at all.
He just changes his
We
mind
both
every single
know you
time.
didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh my.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Okay.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
It's pretty simple. I mean, can't get lost.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Yep.
Nope. Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination,
It's over
even if
here.
there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Oh,
Simply
look
by
at
the
that.
act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself?
And we're back.
Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is, in fact, a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
It just keeps
Okay.
going back.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside
Or did
of
I
your
just- did I just
subjective
mess it up?
experience of this office,
I
is
might have
this
just messed it
office,
up.
in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Okay.
Not sure where I was going with all that.
Oh, I
You know
messed
what?
it up.
I think
I
what we
messed it
need
up.
right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Dum da dum da dum dum. Dum da dum da dum da dum. Dum da da
Man, this is good music.
dum da da dum da dum. Dum da dum da dum da. Dum da dum da dum da. Dum da dum da dum da. Dum da dum da dum da.
I feel like I can accomplish so much things with this music.
Wait,
No.
cut the music. Go
Oh.
back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Grass, grass. Straight, straight. 3, 4. That's sticking really high up. 2, medium. Grass. Got it. I got it.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh my.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Nothing.
intelligent people, right? Why
Oh,
can't we
I'm very
make up our own
intelligent.
story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Oh,
Yeah,
this
why don't
all
we jump
sounds
up a bridge
perfectly
with a
doable.
little
Why
tiny
don't we
rope hanging
simply
to
start
us?
wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting.
Looks
Just
like the
me and
back roads.
Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it
What
might
in the
be,
world?
Stanley, I'm ready for it.
What was your question?
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. Yeah, that line's not really lining.
Ah,
You
a
know?
choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the
Oh
story is
my.
in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just
Okay.
walk in circles for a minute.
Oh, no
Okay,
problem.
so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that
Yeah.
in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So
Yeah.
starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another
Yeah.
victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh my goodness, you slapped the door in the face.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
I've been
And
playing
we're
the
supposed to
confusion ending
restart
for
the game, what, eight
17 minutes?
times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really?
And
No,
we're
it
ending again.
can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart
remember
the
this.
game. I won't do
Stanley
it.
attempts
I
to play the
won't
story,
do
but
it.
it's
I won't
prevented.
do it.
Unable to go anywhere or do anything.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Oh, thank goodness.
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Don't scare me like that.
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the
Not at
journey,
all.
though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh my goodness. Okay. We're just gonna go again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're gonna go to the left. Because if we can go that one thing. You'll see. I'm gonna look for a key card, and that should get
Yet
us
there
where I
was
want
not a
to.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he coming to a staircase, Stanley
down.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't know if I. Oh no, we don't want to start that one again. Oh no, I was supposed to go. No, I was supposed to go right. Man, I messed that one up. Except to. Oh, it's the first bathroom we got to open. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to just pick one. Oh, to have to pick just one. That's what I just said. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. Is that the panda from Kung? Oh my goodness, that poor panda. Man, that's mean. Can you go down? Oh my goodness, there's should be another ending. Oh my goodness, this is the loudest elevator music ever. You know? Look, even Bruce likes this music. I'm not moving him at all. That's him. That's all him. See? Look at that. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry, bro. He hates me. He hates me so much. Jeez Louise. We're right back where we were. All right. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
Stepping into
Oh
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings,
Oh.
desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay
What if there's
buried below
another
his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. "2845.
I'm not gonna put it in.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
Wait, that's a
and
different
Stanley
door.
got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop
No, it's
it
not.
do.
Never mind. Says to go down. What did we do last time? Did we go down? Let's go up this time. Never mind. We're just going down again. Whoop-de-doo. Isn't that what the narrator said? Yeah. Just copy the narrator. Yeah.
Stanley walked
Whoa.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
Escape.
Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I think we're about to meet our violent death.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn
See,
around and get back on track.
I don't believe the narrator. I think
At
we're
this
not.
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I think he's lying to us. We definitely just died.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Oh
he reflected that his
no!
life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Oh
Stanley can't
no!
see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story.
Oh no,
Trapped
that's not
forever in
good.
his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death
We're
was of
about
no
to get
great
sandwiched
loss,
in this
like plucking
machine.
the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell,
Oh my!
Stanley.
Can we just keep going forward? Oh,
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley
is this
was
my English
obliterated
teacher?
as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, we didn't die. We didn't die!
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game,
Oh.
back in his office,
Oh my
as
goodness.
alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Hmm.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yeah. They sound different each time. Each sound's mixed with a keyboard stroke. Oh. Okay, I'm lost. Oh, it's the end of the game. There's credits. Wow. So we're looking at the Stanley Parable Museum. Maintenance room. Wow. They should make this a real museum. Oh, so what this says is that they were gonna make a Battlefield fighting aliens, but they ended up not doing it because people would see it as they're making fun of people who like are shooters or something like that. People who like shooters, which wasn't their intentions. So that was gonna be one of the endings. Rudy, smile. Aw, so cute, bro. All right, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Stanley. Okay. Oh my goodness, my chest is closed up. The Stanley Parable